Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we could cover a topic which has been the buzz on X Twitter recently, which is the Cursor code editor. So I've been using Cursor for the last few months, and more especially the buzz is about Cloud Sonnet 3.5 used with Cursor. And the buzz is real. It is a really good editor, and honestly it really makes developers more productive to a point where it is actually quite scary. Essentially what it is, Cursor is a port of VS Code, which is open source, but they've modified a lot of the key features to make them AI first. So the AI is essentially not just an extension, it's actually part of the editor in ways that make your life really easy to work as a developer. So let's dive right in and explore a little bit the features. Alright, so working with Cursor is actually really similar to working with VS Code because they are the same software under the hood with modifications. And this is great because it allows you to keep your habits. So for example, one of my habits is opening my code editor using terminal commands. So normally I would do code dot, which would open VS Code at this specific folder. So now you will just do cursor dot and it will behave the same way as you would expect. So here, this is a side project, and at first glance, this looks the same as VS Code, and essentially it is. So I have access to the same extensions are there, but what is a bit different is that there are a set of AI features. So for example, if I want to highlight a portion of the code, here I will have this little pop-up, which will let me simply reference this piece of code in the chat. So here, this will open up a chat and I can select my own models. So here, 3.5 Sonnet is currently the best model for coding on the market. So here, for example, if I want to say, why do I pass the Supabase client as an argument? And I can do something like command enter when I submit my chat. This will do a RAG, so retrieval augmented generation. It will look for my code base to give me an answer with context. So it's able to read the code, understand the application that I'm in, and it will be able to give me a better explanation based on my code base. So this is one of the examples. But let's say I wanted to do something a bit different. Let's say I want to modify a specific portion of code. I could do the same thing. Here, I could highlight it, and I could do Command L. Command L is essentially a shortcut for what I just did. And let's say I want to tell it, please refactor this to a client component. So this is an XJet code base, not important for the demo, but Cursor shines the best when you are doing refactors, new features. So it's able to do a lot of things, but I find it at its best when you want to skip over a lot of manual tasks. So here, let's say I'm converting an old code base, or actually a new code base, to something more classic like a client component, and I don't want to do Next.js server components. I'll do that, I'll select this file, and I will do Command Enter to make the context-aware prompt. And what it will do is that it will give me the options to refactor. It will generate the code. This is all pretty similar for now. We're all pretty aware of that. So once it's done, what I really like is that you can click Apply. Apply will take your changes and will put them directly in the file. And what is good is that it understands where to do the changes, and it's aware of the context. It's not only copy pasting the changes. So it's aware of your current file, so it knows where to change things. And before you want to apply your changes, it will give you a UI that looks like a GitHub diff UI. So basically it will show you which lines it's removing and which lines it's adding. So here you can decide to just, a bit like you would do in a conflict resolution. So like if you have a merge conflict, you would pick and decide what you want. So in this case, let's say I wanted to accept everything. There's still a bunch of issues. So another feature that I like is that you could do something like here. Let's say I would say edit, Command K. I can even do this directly within my editor instead of like this chat window. So if I do the edit, if I say it something like fix the TS types errors here, it will try to understand what's happening and it will give me options as I go. So here, maybe this is not exactly what you want. So again, you'd have the option of refusing or accepting. But what I really like is that you work directly either with the chat window or inside your file. And in the end, it's up to your workflow. And this is not like a separate extension that I need to like go into my sidebar and find. It's integrated directly in the editor. So there's a lot of things you can do with Cursor, but overall, I would say it is a way for you to work faster. Obviously, it's getting scary good, so I would try to keep your tech skills, sharp and make sure that you don't fall into the rabbit hole of just using AI only. Do still understand there are hallucinations, even with the best models out there, but definitely if you're working with AI, Cursor is the best coding editor out there that I found for my own liking. This was an overview of the features. Let me know what you think and pick it up in the comments. Are you afraid of this? Do you like this? Do you see this as making us faster or taking our jobs even? And please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more AI, Web3, and just web development content in general. Have a great day.